So in this video, we'll be looking at the order Crocodilia, which this is like crocodiles and alligators and some other groups. The order Crocodilia appeared around 83 million years ago, so they're kind of new on the scene, particularly compared to their cousins, the turtle, but they appeared in the late Cretaceous period. And so, along with birds, they are the only known survivors of that group, Archosauria. This includes, again, crocodiles and alligators and a little group of things called caimans, which are usually smaller than the other two groups. Generally pretty large. So here's a picture of a dude that doesn't look like he's going to make it here because he's in between a saltwater crocodile, which is a very large animal, and a tiger, or he may just be in the middle of a feud and he should just step out. Either way, doesn't look like it's going to be good for that guy. They are known for their large or long, flat snout. They have sensory organs on the top of their head because they kind of sit in the water and wait for things to walk by so they can eat them. They have a four-chambered heart and lungs that are similar to birds, and so what you'd expect because of their that archosaur connection that they have. The main difference in the types of these crocodile, alligator, caiman is the type of snout is going to be the main difference. Alligators have a really wide snout, as you can see. This is an alligator smiling at us here. Crocodiles have a little more narrow snout, and then caimans very narrow snout and usually smaller. So a little bit about their morphology and physiology. Saltwater crocodiles, just as a point of reference here, can grow up to 2,000 kilograms. So that's really heavy. And 7 meters, so over 20 feet long. Prehistoric species were probably larger than that. Most of them are sexually dimorphic, so they have male, female, male, and the males are different than the females, is what dimorphic means. And so the males are going to be much larger than the females in appearance. For their tail is going to be compressed laterally, as you can see here. And the whole idea here is for swimming and for thrashing, because when they eat, they will thrash about in order to like tear their food off. Their limbs are reduced, which you can see. Back feet are usually webbed, and they use their feet kind of to steer. And again, sensory organs on top. I think I have a picture here. Yeah, there we go. Sensory organs on top, so their nostrils here and their eyes, so that they can see. They're excellent swimmers, and they even have two different walking mechanisms, which I'll post another video with this as well. But so this one's kind of flat on the ground, and so they have this low walk, but then I don't really have a picture of the high walk, but they also have like a high walk where they can pick their whole body up off the ground and kind of run really quick for short distances. They have one of the strongest bite forces of any animal on Earth. Very visible teeth in many, meaning that you can see their teeth from the outside, and some of the teeth have grooves. So this one you can't see. This is I think, crocodile skull, and the teeth are going to just kind of fit together, and you can kind of see here they kind of fit together in these little grooves. Some of them have grooves in their lower jaw and upper jaw for the teeth to fit inside, so it makes a neater kind of appearance, kind of like this here, whereas some of them are unable to hide their teeth because of that. And what this does is when they bite into their prey, it actually perforates their prey, almost like, those notebooks that have the nice, neat edges, the perforated edges, and it makes it easier to tear. That's kind of like how crocodiles eat. their skin. So they have those scutes just like the turtles do, but they're bony plates, and so they have these structures called osteoderms, osteobone, derm, skin. So that makes sense. A little about their ecology. There's a crocodile eating. It's like a chicken leg or something. I don't know if that's natural. Um, so they're amphibious, but they spend most of their time in the water. Most inhabit tropical areas that have an abundant source of water, but they also have to have dry land for nesting and for basking as well. They have to lay their eggs out of the water, and they will actually even bury their eggs as well. I think I have a picture. Yep. So this is a crocodile mound, and underneath there are the little eggs. And the mother crocodile will actually dig a hole, lay the eggs, and then protect that mound. And we'll watch it closely, and then we'll even protect the hatchlings for a short time after they're born. So there's some degree of parental care in this particular group. Very territorial. Most crocodiles live solitary lives, except for when they come together to mate. And if there's like a common food source or something, they may congregate. But for the most part, they live solitary lives. All of them are carnivorous across the board, and they are polygynous, which means that there are maybe one male that is mating with many many females at the same time. So it's kind of like the lion thing, except for there's not really the pride of lions, you know. So it's less like they all live together. They're not really living together, but they have more of this. The male kind of works the circuit, if that makes sense, and he protects a group of females as opposed to living in conjunction with us. They're not really in a social type relationship, but more of this solitary lifestyle. But one male kind of roams around and mates with all the females.